DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax.
Hey, welcome to DreamWeavers StarTrax, hosted by Gren Zai, myself, Ren.
Hey.
Yeah, and this is Big Keith Bowen.
Yay! How you guys doing?
This man is making a phenomenal difference in the lives of children who want to have a life without being bullied.
Yeah.
And he has created something called BullyBusters702, which is our area code, and he's working on getting more area codes out there. So we're going to have a fun day and try to find out a little bit of history here. So let's find out. And Corinne?
Yeah, I want to say, DreamWeavers run on imagination, changing the world one artist, one story at a time. And Mr. Keith Bowen is amazing at doing that, changing the life of children all over the country. And we're going to talk a little bit about his history so you can see why he made this choice to do this incredible job with kids.
That's right.
So let's start with something just so basic. How did you get here into this position in life?
Well,
Where did it come from? What
it took a while, and I pretty much want to start with thank you guys for having me, because this is a great cause that we're doing right now. And it started about 1980, 1981, where I was playing basketball in high school and get ready to get my scholarship. So my coach called me in the office, and I was a basketball player with the big head, but my science grade was kind of low. So he said, hey, Slim, because I was Slim then.
Right.
He said, Slim, we need to get your grade up. I need to get you a tutor. So I'm like, oh man. So I'm thinking I'm getting a cute girl. So as tutors, I'm a basketball player.
He's
so
a dude, y'all.
I'm getting ready to get a cute girl, but
he's tall.
I got Matt. And Matt, wore the little broken glasses with the tape on the end, little high water pants, pocket protector. So he knew me because I played basketball.
Right.
And when you play sports in school, everybody knows you, but you don't know them.
Exactly.
So he sat down, worked with him for 2 weeks, got my grade from a 63 to a 75, and 2 weeks later he committed suicide. So that stuck on me for that. And what makes it so bad is that when he did it, he left a note at home and telling his mother that the last 2 weeks was the best 2 weeks he had. So that stuck with me all this time. So 5 years ago, I always worked in community centers out here. Besides doing entertainment, I worked with Jay-Z, Damon from Shark Tank. I did a lot of work with them guys. So after the music and everything started dying out, I had to reinvent myself.
How do you get from basketball to music, radio DJ?
Being a single dad, and my house was the house where everybody hung out at, and the kids was going through bullying at that time. They said, hey, Mr. Big Keith, bullying is coming back. So the first thing popped in my head is what I went through in 1980. So I said, all right, you guys, if it's really that bad, y'all help me put a program together, and we'll go around the schools and we'll make this we'll be able to do a Be a Buddy, Not a Bully campaign. And it's been going for 5 years now. We have over 10,000 kids.
Be a Buddy, Not a Bully.
We have the Bully Buster hotline we created. We created the Bully Buster app that now the school district has. We just got a proclamation from Mr. Barlow and the mayor, so now Bully Busters every August 22nd is Bully Buster Day in the city of Las Vegas. And we started, then I had to create something else for the kids. And it was just creating. The kids were like, hey, we want to do a radio show. I was like, if you guys do it, I'll make it happen for you. So I went around town and I got all the kids that sing, dance, because they're weird kids. I'm weird. And they say being weird is cool.
We're a little strange.
Yeah, we all a little weird,
I'm a red marble in a white room. I'm happy with it.
See, all of us have our strange things. So what we do, I just open up doors for them to do things. And I said I got to do something else because their mind is so... I said, let's do a cartoon. I said, you guys want to do a cartoon?
That's right. We're going to see a little bit of that on the next take. So when we finish it, come back, watch it. It's very cool.
Then they said, hey, guess what? What, you want to do something else? All right, let's do a coloring book. All right, let's do a coloring book.
And we'll show you the coloring book.
And then they tricked me. Then they tricked me into doing an action figure. So now I got an action figure of mine that we got 300 pre-orders for Christmas. And I got the Bully Buster shoes on. You guys can't see it now, but we
got the coolest tinnies. They look like the old tinnies with Bully Busters.
Yeah, we got shoes and everything. So
doing this, what effect have you seen? Because I know you're driven to do something and make a difference, but it must be nice. Oh wow, there's an effect from. What are some of the effects you've seen from
kids? And remember, I told you the story today that just happened where we have a 24-hour hotline, and when you open up the doors for kids, the kids that I deal with, they ask questions.
Excellent.
So with the coloring book and everything I'm doing, I went to a school, the 100 Academy, and one of the kids' parents called me the other day and said, "Big Keith, you're a superhero, right?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I think I'm
always say yes to that.
Yeah, always say yes.
Yeah, don't blame
He said, "Well, I think I'm a superhero too. How do I activate my powers?" That was priceless.
What? That is so amazing.
Isn't that cool?
You couldn't buy that.
No.
And that's from a kid, so
man.
just the kids just calling me and saying thank you. And one parent called me last week, "Thank you for helping me give my kid his life back."
Oh man,
that's your life back.
Yeah.
So that means I just, and it's just standing up for yourself. Saying things if you see something. Don't let nobody let nobody put your hands on. Just say something. I give 3 safe adults. You need to have people because kids at this age go through so much with the internet and everything. They don't have nobody to talk to.
And there it is.
And Keith, I want to ask a question, and this is coming from one of our students that was horribly bullied. Okay, and he's in middle school. He's an 8th grader, and he was ready to drop out of school.
Oh, they do.
So he went to his parents and he went to the administration, and they didn't do anything.
No.
How do you handle that?
Let me tell you guys what helped me and what put me in the position I did, because we pay for schools every year.
Right.
Taxes, don't we?
Thank you.
We have counselors.
Yeah,
right?
we do.
Yeah.
That's true.
So what I did, instead of me having to have doctors, lawyers, and all that, I sent them back to the school. So now, say you call me and say your kid's getting bullied, I said, okay, you can have a parent conference meeting with that parent and kid. You can. It don't cost you nothing.
Right.
You can call the school and say, hey, we want to have a meeting, and they'll say, okay, we'll call the other parent and come in. 75% of it gets solved there.
Wow, that's nice.
Okay.
See, parents don't understand that, because when your kid getting bullied, you ain't thinking about, oh, I'm going to talk to the dean or something. You want to go take care of some business.
Take care of business.
I got grandparents that are like, baby, my back is hurt, but they touching my grandbaby. Oh Lord, I'm getting ready to tear the school up. Oh Lord, I'm calling my uncles. I'm calling, people. It's nothing but defend yourself.
Right?
It ain't like in the middle. You a bully or you're not. It ain't like, I'm a bully today or I'm not one. You a bully or not. So the school seen the parents more of the parents coming in. So now they was
make them aware,
So now the school district had to say, okay, you might as well bring them in, because I'm not taking them away from the school. No. Now I'm giving the counselor. Now the counselors really have to
have to
do
handle
some work.
Do something about it. Well, DreamWeavers StarTrax, thank you for sharing that. That's going to help a lot of people out there. DreamWeavers StarTrax is, like I said at the top of the show, is changing the world one storyteller, one artist at a time. You are definitely a storyteller, being a radio DJ, and I know you work with a bunch of well-known artists.
Yeah, I'll be hanging out with them sometimes.
And I have to say this, because I had a senior moment, and Tyrese.
Oh yeah, we just had his sister and everything on the radio this week, and I was the first one to bring him to Vegas. Lil Bow Wow, I was the first one to bring Bow Wow. So besides Master P, we had at the basketball thing over there. Me and Master P, they had the basketball, the NBA, the Rattlers, and we did all the basketball.
And so you're getting all these celebrities who are all either entertainment or sports celebrities to work with the kids.
We just seen his agent that was just here. Yeah. He's out there working out with them.
Oh, that's who he is?
Yeah, he's the agent. Cool, them guys in there, NBA guys. We're gonna have to go hang out with them. Yeah, they're in there getting the money. They get ready to go to the NBA draft.
BullyBusters702 and DreamWeavers StarTrax Live. We're gonna be doing it together.
And we have a question coming in from one of you out there, and our wonderful, highly intelligent, beautiful producer, Miss Desiree, is gonna ask that question. What do we got, girl?
All right. So Albert from Vancouver, Canada.
Hey, Albert.
Albert.
Your program sounds amazing. Does it extend out of the United States? If so, where?
Yes, what we're trying to do is we get representatives in different cities, because remember I taught you guys I want to do Bully Busters 818, Bully Busters 213, 718. We want to have different area codes. So if anybody that's interested in different countries, whatever, we'll send the program there. I usually come out first and do the big intro, leave the program, and we do a 6 weeks where you do 6 weeks. And as long as it's the same way, because everybody does it different, as long as it's the same program, we'll send the program out to you guys. We do conference calls once a week where everybody's on the same page. And like I said, we take in one city at a time, and it's a great thing.
And I like it. So, like, if they were in LA and their area code's 818, it would be BullyBusters 818. So that's how. Wow, that is what a great way to segue.
That was good, huh?
Yeah, that's just I love that.
Dude is
I don't get no sleep. My wife, I don't know how she stay with me, because every day is something different. Like with the sneakers and the action figure. When I did the action figure, my wife was like, "Baby, for real?" I'm like, "Hey, gotta do an action figure."
I want to go shopping at BullyBusters, man.
A world full of heroes. What could we use that?
So Vancouver, if you're interested,
yes,
chat in live or send to my text. your info, and
and
Big
keep
Keith
an
will
eye
get
on the
a hold
bottom
of.
third. We'll have contact information for
Right.
BullyBusters.org. Or is it 702.org?
702.org.
702.org. And we'll have that going. So get in touch. This happens everywhere. Although I must admit, Canada, you guys are doing so great.
Hey.
Love the progressive.
I know. I love it. I need to come out there and hang out with you guys anyway.
And please don't put up a wall and not let us come in if somebody gets voted in, and I don't want to get voted
So
in.
we're going to sign off on this segment, and we'll be back with Storytellers for Humanity in segment 2 with me and some of the kids and Mr. Keith.
Let's get ready
So
to go now.
stick
Catch
around.
you on the flip side.
We'll be back.
Don't go nowhere.
It's your boy Big Keith. The world premiere. BullyBusters702. Crime body. You're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. We're taking one school and one city at a time. And the kids. All right, kids, get ready. Here we go.
And all get along, don't be mean, be smart. Be a buddy, not a bully. You can do your part.
DreamWeavers StarTrax.
Hi, everybody. Here I am back again with this amazing crew.
Yay!
What's up? We are DreamWeavers StarTrax. My name is Karen Zion. With us, we have the BullyBusters702 crew.
Yeah! Giving kids a voice.
Hey, Big Keith Bowen, Mr. Zachariah, Miss Tay Sky, and Miss Teshi.
Yay.
And we're gonna. You saw the cartoon and heard some of this. Some of these kids are all you guys. Voiceover on the cartoon?
Everybody
All y'all.
voiceover.
Ha ha. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that. First I'm going to real quick go through and have the kids give just a real quick overview of what they have done and do, and then I'll add some stuff. So Mr. Zachariah, how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
And you've done commercials and
Yes,
films and
I've done short films, feature films. I was actually recently casted for a TV series called Sharing God Kids Style, so I'm happy about that. And I've done feature films. One of them is called Sinister Falls, so I'm happy about that. That should be released soon, so that's great. And
excuse me. And he's nominated for Best Actor at the Las Vegas Black Film Festival.
Yes.
Which premieres next Thursday.
Make sure you there.
And he sings and dances, and he's just cool.
Yeah.
What can I
Just do
say?
whatever you
And here we have Miss Tay Sky.
Hey guys, I am 13 years old. 14. Sorry.
I hate when that happens.
I just
Right,
turned
you
14.
say I hate when that
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I have been singing for a long time. I'm a pageant kid. I have 326 titles now.
Say what?
Yeah, I've been doing
You
it
think
since
my
I was
kids is a
12.
joke? My kids don't play around here.
Caliente.
Yeah.
Girlfriend's hot.
I am a fighter. I actually do like kickboxing, Muay Thai,
Okay.
Jiu-Jitsu, and all that,
I got
that
security.
fun stuff.
You ain't playing. And you were in like Little Miss Sunshine
Yes,
and
I
CSI and NCIS and very, very accomplished.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Tay Sky.
I'm also dancing.
Yes, and there you have it. And so we have Miss Teshi. And Teshi and I know each other because I've
Yes.
worked with her as her singing teacher for a while. And I just have to say this, y'all, because those of you that know me and you hear about young Nala on Broadway for 4 seasons, this is Miss Teshi.
That's Miss
So,
Teshi.
what else have y'all done? Have you done, Teshi?
Yes, I'm 13 years old. I sing, dance, act. Well,
I do everything.
She's so cute.
I sometimes teach hip hop and all that stuff. I'm in 2 short films now. One is called Teacher's Nightmare and Puppy Love, Misdemeanor Puppy Love. Yes.
That is so cool. And they're all radio DJs, people.
Yes, they all.
Yes.
BullyBusters702 with
That's
Mr.
right.
Big Keith. Bowman. Bowman. You know what?
It's gonna be all
it's
right.
Big Keith.
This is
That's
too
all
much
I'm
for you
saying.
in one day. This is too
I'm
much.
I'm overwhelmed. So Big Keith, all the kids do the radio show with you on
Sundays.
Okay, and so what role do they play in the organization of BullyBusters702 besides radio DJ?
Pretty much, they are the voices. They're the
They are the
voices,
voices.
whatever voices, and that's why it's called Giving Kids a Voice. They come in with their topics and they talk about what's going on with the kids and what they want to talk about. And they have phone calls, and it's pretty much about them and how they're feeling. They do their own topics, and that's why it's not, when you listen to them, it's not staged. Because you know how some people do radio shows, they give you stuff to read, and you can tell the kids are reading. Not with them. I give them their subjects, they take it home, they come back, and you can tell that it's them that's doing it. And then on Saturdays, I have them come in on Power 88 and talk with the teens, because they do a teen talk show where they come in with the older kids. So they get to tell them how they feel, ask them questions about things. So we just do a flip-flop, and then on Sundays, they run their whole show about what they went through their week, dancing, singing, because we have so many that we can't bring everybody.
Right,
and, these are my core ones that started. You know, this is history. There's never been a kids radio show where it's making a difference.
Definitely.
Never. So what we have to do.
And you said I'm sorry to cut you off, but you said there were 22 kids.
Yeah, we got 22 that comes around in Vegas, and we got kids calling from all over that parents want to bring their kids in. And the only thing it is just giving them an opportunity, because these kids have so much energy and so much things to talk about. And that's why I got to keep moving, because I got to stay in front of them.
We get tired. I know.
I need roller skates to keep up with these. I got a hoverboard.
I'm telling you, they ain't playing.
Yeah, and then, every day is just unbelievable how they learn, how they work on their craft, and they do a lot of work that some parents try to do all their life, and these kids are doing now.
I love it.
With the studying, with the reading, with the not seeing when people are getting bullied. They have a hotline that's 24 hours that you can call. It's 702-292-5023, where it's picked up 24 hours.
And you'll see that on the bottom of the screen. So if your kids are having trouble with bullying, make sure that you take down that number, or if you have any their friends that are, and call the hotline. So in the cartoon that you just saw a piece of, these kids did the voiceovers, which means you saw BZ Cullens, BZ the voice. He's a voiceover artist. So that means that you see the cartoon and they're the voices. So who did you play, Zachariah?
Well, I play Little Keith.
That's my son.
I love it.
Little Keith. And I'm very excited to take that role. It's basically about this boy who, he's like the next generation of Keith, Big Keith. And basically when he sees somebody getting bullied, he always tries to defend the person and always tries to help out. And he actually speaks to the person who was bullying, and he really just tried to teach him a lesson, and then that's when he calls his people, and
call the people.
You just got to see it.
You
just got to see it.
Thank you, Mr. Zachary. How about you, Taste Guy?
Miss China?
No, that's Miss China. She's what's the first girl name? What's her name at the beginning? What's her name?
I'm not sure what my name is sometimes.
What's her name? We got what's her name at the beginning?
Well, Tessie plays
Miss China. Then we got Zach as Little Keith, and then we got Becky.
Becky.
Miss Becky in the front.
I love it.
How we forget Miss Becky? She's the first one. Her name is Becky. She's a cheerleader.
Oh, she's a cheerleader. That's cool. And Little China, what is she?
She is a little guidance counselor.
Oh, the guidance. Well, that's important.
For the kids to talk to, so the kids will come up to me and say what their problem is, and I'll try and help them out.
Love it. Yeah. Well, and that leads into the next question. So how do you guys use your storytelling talent and your voices to help with bully busting?
Well, I feel like everybody has a story to tell, and I feel like everybody should share their story. And if you see somebody getting bullied, just never leave them hanging. Just always help, and always don't do it yourself. Just call a teacher, call a friend, call a parent, anybody.
Don't jump in, you guys. Because we had a little something with Zachariah when we first. I was like, "All right, Zach, you can help him, but don't jump." I didn't tell him don't jump in.
No, don't jump in. Yeah, that's why they're called bullies.
Yeah,
people.
We had a little incident, but now you guys just stay far away from it. Go to an adult. Find somebody that you can talk to. Try to find somebody, a brother, sister, cousin, and we'll come to the rescue. And Bully Busters is here. We 24 hours, and if we can't get to you, nobody else can, because we superheroes. We're coming.
They are superheroes.
We are superheroes.
Well, here we have our producer Desiree with another question.
Here we go.
Hey. Squeeze in here.
There's lots of them there.
I have a question from Bobby, who's from Omaha, Nebraska. For
Omaha.
the kids, he wants to know, are any of you mentors for some of the younger kids who have been bullied?
Good question.
Go ahead, Zach and Tessie and these three. Yeah, that's what they do all the time.
So I do a mentoring at school. Basically, like it could be like either Monday or it could either be Friday, where somebody just comes to me and talks to me, and they give me like a space somewhere anywhere at school, and somebody comes to talk to me, and they ask, what can I do to change my ways, because a lot of people, cuss themselves, and I just tell them, just stay true to yourself and always help yourself, and don't get overwhelmed by other people, and just don't help other people more than you help yourself.
That's really good advice, kids. Now, how about Tay and Teshi? Do you guys do mentoring also?
Me, I'm homeschooled, but a lot of people
call her 24 hours.
A lot of people do come with to me with problems, and I help them figure out what the problem is and how to solve it, because some of them don't really know how to
handle it. Yeah.
And like a lot of them are like, what should I do? Should I, like, who do I tell and all that stuff, because they really don't know who to tell, because it just comes out of nowhere. Like,
that's
the bully
right.
just bullies that person. And
sure does.
And yeah, I just tell them what to do and how to do it.
How to handle the problem.
And do it right, because
then they call me and bugaboo me.
That's right, and he's got to tell.
Don't do it right, they might keep on getting bullied, but
that's right.
We try to stop it. So
how cool. Well, we'll be talking more about this in the next segment with our other host, Ren. Hang in there.
Ren.
BullyBusters702 and DreamWeavers StarTrax. I need some sleep. I don't know my name.
We'll be back.
We'll be back on the flip side.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Giving kids a voice!
Now we're gonna jump to some music, and we see you guys when we get back.
All right.
Give me kids a voice, make some noise.
Zachariah Bowtie Waller here, the co-host of BullyBusters702.
I'm 13 years old. I sing, dance, and act.
I'm 13 years old. I'm a singer, dancer, fighter, and actor.
I'm proud to be here to end bullying now.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
DreamWeavers StarTrax.
And we are back. BullyBusters702.
Yeah, it's a party.
We're gonna pick up here because Miss Sky, I'd like to ask you, how was it going with your mentoring and stuff? What have you discovered?
Well, once a year I do a knockout bullying association. I help kids with self-defense for physical bullying, non-mental or cyber, of course, but only physical. I also help with the BullyBusters, of course, for the rest of it.
Very cool, very cool.
But knockout bullying is a training day. It's 1 day a year, as I said before. It helps with self-defense. It's more kickboxing than it is.
Got to protect yourself.
And and a little bit of confidence and
that too.
Yeah, I get that.
Because you get in the corner, one dude asked me, I'm in the corner, what I'm going to do? I'm going to run. He said, well, I can't run no more. So now I got to teach him how to at least cover your face up.
And a lot of you think that, okay, well, she's a boxer, she's a fighter. And you think, well, how's that actually going to help? I'll give you an example. I grew up in a very military world on the streets of LA, literally on the streets, during gang time, and I only had limited responses to life, let's just say. And I met a martial artist in my early 30s, and I walked up and I said, I'd like to study martial arts. She goes, well, what would you like to study that for, Ren? I went,
people can stop pushing me down.
I need to have some options. He said, you need to have options? What do you mean? I said, I really lose my temper, and I'm full on, and I've never been a bully, but because I had gone to 17 schools, by the time I was a sophomore, I unfortunately became quite the fighter, but I tried to end fights really quick, but I didn't have options because maybe what they did wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So I took martial arts to actually have choices. So
be like, hey, I know I'm a black belt. My hands are registered. Back away from me. I'm going to choke you.
So the real fun part about that is it gives you confidence. It also, there's something about you exude a little more confidence, and bullies, they love fear. And they especially love you if you're short, and I didn't really start growing until about 16, so it was very fun.
Well, that's rough.
So the game on this is, what we're doing on this section is we have artists here for humanity. And that, I got to tell you, is something very rare. And I love the arts. I love every part of storytelling, whether you do photography, you paint, you dance, sing, act, whatever you do out there. The simple fact is, though, in the end results, we'd have no history without storytellers.
Gotta have storytellers.
We'd have no books, no religion. I mean, those storytellers, that musicians, the whole thing. We forget, in a single night, you can reach into the worst of bedrooms in the middle of East LA or Queens or Chicago, those places where these kids have said, I've had it, I'm about to do myself in. Unfortunately, like your friend, no one was there. But an artist, you all know what you're like with your music and those artists. You look at them kind of a demagoguery way and go, okay. But what if your artist is them? And they tell you, hey, I had that story. I've been bullied, but they give you an answer. You can save more lives in one night as an artist for humanity than years and years of counseling, which is one of the reasons I ended up walking back out of the university, back into story writing. Because right. I realized
so true.
I could reach back into the room through music and acting. And then in the 90s, we resolved that Corinne and I had spent so much time in our business to try to bring up a generation, because, quote unquote, yes, I was there in the late 60s, and I'm 63. But I saw artists make a difference, and I've never forgotten that. And here they are. You want to see what the future looks like? It's real simple. You want to prophesy? Oh, I'd like to be a prophet. What's it look like? Right here.
Here it is.
Look down. Who they are and who they choose to be is our future. Be kind, align with them, help them. And if they're artists, come on, they're great attention getters. And boy, do we need attention getters.
We need
not negative attention getters, but cool, hip attention getters. And look at this crew. That is hot.
Right. And it's so funny that you say that since I started this 5 years ago, it hasn't went down, it went up. So now we went from 200 kids to 8,000 kids to 10,000 kids to now we got kids from all over the world, want to be part of it. And we don't turn away nobody. Right. Even when we do the BullyBuster school tour, when people want to perform and all that, if they're not ready or nothing, we just work on them. We don't turn back nobody. And that's my whole thing. Parents like, oh, what about my kid can't do it? Well, if your kid want to try to do it, like I used to tell my son, I don't care what you want to do, as long as you put 100% in it.
There it is.
I don't care if you want to do hula hoop or skateboard, whatever you want to do, put 100% in it.
Be great at what you do.
Be the best you can be. Whatever you can do, be the best you can be. And with these kids here, that's why I keep moving, because they keep moving. And if I slow down, I can't slow down with them. I can't.
You gave us a phenomenal, very real moment how you got into this. What is the moment that the three of you had when, oh my God, you realize you were doing it, and you're so busy doing it sometimes you don't think about results. But then you come across something that happens, you go, wow. And it moves your heart, and you go, I'm glad I am who I am now. Let's start. Go right ahead.
Well, a person that I have looked up to, Whitney Houston. I watched all of her videos.
She's tall. I can see looking up.
And I just love watching her videos and seeing her sing and tell her story through singing. And it just made me like, wow, like I want to grow up to be like her, to progress through singing, and I got better at dancing and acting and all that stuff. So it's just the people who I look up to, and you
could change a lot of lives if you get like that. Zach.
Well, I think I look up to this man named Dwayne Johnson because The Rock.
Oh yeah, he'd be cool.
Because he always helps out people, and he's always humble, and I just really look up to him because he's someone who's inspired me since I was like 1 or 2, and I feel like that he's always out there for the community, and yes, that's just what I think.
Wow, 1 or 2. You'd be like leaping on pillows and taking them down with full body slams. Wow, that's amazing. Sky.
All right. Well, for fighting, my inspiration is Kevin Ross, the Soul Assassin. He has been my inspiration since I was little. Since I was like my brother's age when he's 5. And for singing, I look up to Christina Aguilera and Whitney Houston. As she said, seeing them as they are and how they've grown.
Exactly.
Has
progressing
me.
Through, like, from the beginning of the start to where they are now. So.
Yeah.
Never quitting.
Never quitting.
Yeah, quitters never win. Trust me.
Can't quit, you guys, because then you never figure out what could have happened. And that's why my wife says when I think of something, she be like, uh-oh, because she know if I think about it, no matter, and I'll ask people to help me too, and I'll ask them, I say, hey, you want to help with it? And they'll be like, oh, I'm still going to do it, and she knows that.
Never going to give up.
Never going to stop. So even if I did it and it wasn't successful, at least I can sit back and say, what? I tried.
And remember, quitting is a learned response.
Yeah, that's backwards. Don't quit.
When you got to do that first, that walking thing, like,
yeah,
and you flop down, you don't think I quit. That hurts. I'm never walking again. No.
Nope.
You're about to be getting up there, holding on stuff, and heading right for it again. See, now, remember, we learned that. We can unlearn that. So, we have a quick question coming in from our producer here.
All right, more questions.
All right.
Go.
Keep them coming.
Let's keep them coming.
And remember, keep looking down at the bottom, because this could work anywhere out there and anywhere in the world. And unfortunately, bullies are everywhere.
And they ain't gonna never go away.
So this question is for both Keith and the kids. And the question is, what are the different types of bullying in the world today?
Who want to go first?
I guess I can go.
You got a hand here?
There's cyberbullying. There's physical. There's all kinds, like
verbal, mental,
all that stuff. And it's sad to go through those things because, like, cyberbullying, I'm mostly because I'm homeschooled. I don't really go to public school anymore for traveling reasons. But
I understand.
Cyberbullying is mostly what I find that people aren't really going through right now.
Yeah, that's a whole new world to me, but I am unfortunately hearing the results of it.
That's the easiest one to get rid of. You ask me, like, how's that the easiest? Because you figure if you're being cyberbullied and somebody's cyberbullying, you block them, you got to remember they got friends.
Yeah.
And you got to block them too. So trust me, you can't just block that person. And sometimes, like me, I blocked 100 people because they had too many different personalities. Right. I'm we good over here. I can't have you in church today. Oh, the next thing you know, you running through traffic with your head running, like a chicken with your head cut off. That's too many personalities.
There it is.
So what I try to do, and with internet, you got to block people, but you have to block everybody. And you got to understand, I want kids that's listening now, you can find new friends.
And we're going to come back and talk about that. And one thing I wanted to mention, if you are being cyberbullied, you pick those numbers down there and you get in touch with these people.
Right.
They know what they're doing. We'll catch you on the flip side and all about your questions coming in.
DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax.
Hey, Star Trackers! Welcome back, and it's all about you guys, the questions that you sent in. But first, I wanna say something. Yeah. We all want to say something to Prince, who really impacted me as a singer and a musician.
Phenomenal, dedicated. And everything he did was so good.
So sad. He went too soon. Prayers to his family.
Yeah.
Kudos to him for influencing so many musicians and artists. And also wanted just a real little shout out.
And he stood up against some big bullies too in the industry.
Did. He didn't play because he was different, and he stood up for who he was and stuck with it.
And for us.
He helped women. He helped people of color. He helped ethnicities. He didn't play. And so we love you, Prince.
Yeah, his house was like a social club.
Right.
I guess some of the stuff we hear that people would come in, he'd help them and get them
into home. I call it was a group home. Everybody came there, learned.
I know people that worked with him, and kudos to you, and thank you for everything you gave all of us.
Thanks for the good time.
Keep playing with Joplin.
Yeah,
and
he probably
Hendrix
in the club with all of them. With
that's right.
Marvin Gaye and all of them. In the club 24 hours. They ain't never getting out.
Ain't going to stop you using your name now.
That's right. And another shout out to Jacob. We love you, buddy. Yeah. Feel better. Take care of yourself. He's part of the Star Trek team. So, and real quick, we're going to have the questions. But I keep forgetting to do this. This is a coloring book that Big Keith and kids were talking about. And they have these in all the schools.
Yeah. And then on the back too, Eli Holman, he's a basketball player over in China. I want to give a shout out to him. He's the one that helped sponsor us, get the shows, everything. Awesome. Give a shout out to Eli out there in China. Keep it going, man. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, we got some cool coloring. There's some crossword puzzles in here, and
cool.
You got Big Keith's word search. Ooh, I like that.
And then you guys got, it's a page where you get your free adults. You get to pick 3 safe adults. The first one should be your teacher, the second one should be your mother, and the third one should be your father. And I made dads last because you know us. We go from 0 to 100 real quick. These moms and teachers be like, calm down, honey. Nah, who touched my baby? I'm coming to get him.
Not these moms. We go from 1 to 100.
We have a 24-hour hotline in there too, so
everything you need.
Get in touch. We'll find out how to get some of these to your schools out there as well.
And so, Desiree, you got some questions for us.
We do.
Questions is coming in. I like it here.
Hey.
All right.
Potty over here. Potty over there.
Lysandra from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Hey, Salt Lake.
Has a question for Keith. What were some of the challenges you experienced in getting this program started, and how did you overcome it?
Well, if you're looking at me through the TV right now, I'm 6'2", 200 pounds, dreads, tall, dark skin, and what's so funny that when people meet me, they talk to me on the phone, then they meet me, they be like, "Oh, you're Big Keith?" I'll be like, "Dun dun dun dun."
That's why they say big.
There goes the word, Big
Keith. But still, it's just that just me being how I looked. And people, I try to tell people, don't judge a book by its cover.
That's right.
Because first thing they thought, I was a bully when I walked in somewhere and they seen me dressed. Because I tamed it down today. I just have one chain on, but I usually have more chains on.
I love it.
My sneakers match my shirts. I got a Bully Buster shirt. My bling is on.
Ah.
So the first thing people do is like,
bling.
it's like, he's a bully, is he? And then after I start talking, and they go, oh well. And that's why I tell people, never judge a book by its cover. Never, because you never know who it might be. And that was the hardest part, but then my personality knocked all that out the way. Because you know, when you do something, when God puts something on you, like me, I started entertainment and music. I didn't have no idea that I would be right here doing this. So when God put you in a place, there's nothing nobody else can do. I was with Damon from Shark Tank yesterday. He made a joke. He's like, man, remember when you was holding posters? Because I did all the street team. And I was running around making posters and running around real loud and all that. And look what I'm doing now. And now I can talk in front of anywhere. And that's because of him, because he seen something in me that he said, hey man, go ahead and make noise, whatever you do. And that's why I worked for them for 6 years. And I got one of the biggest fines in the city for putting up street promotions. The mayor called me in the office and said,
right on, that's a good fun.
Yeah,
I like
it was
it.
so funny. We was doing a food booth thing at that time when Magic was big out here, and one of the sponsors said, hey, we'll put posters out. So I put posters out, and I guess the next morning they took them all down. And then they came and gave my boss a $500 ticket.
Wow.
Oops.
He's like, what's this ticket for? He's like, for all that crap that Big Keith put out there on the property. So after that, I was a legend after that. So now it's the rules now. You can't do that. If you go to the strip, it's $1,000 a fine. If you put
we wouldn't want the city to get a whole lot nicer.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So, you know, after that, it just took me to a place where now I go into places and it's not what I look like or it's what I talk about. And that's the difference.
And helping
it was hard for me being 6 foot, dark skinned dude with dreads and black lips. Yeah, it wasn't kind of easy at first. It was like, whoo, thank God he on the outside.
And we look cool standing next to one another because I'm 4'11" people.
And what else do we? Just got a couple more.
We actually have one that just came in on our live chat here.
Oh, cool.
And it looks like it's from Keilani. And Keilani looks like she has a couple questions.
Kaylani.
Kaylani.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Hey, Kaylani.
Hey, girl.
Looks like the question is there going to be an event? Do you have an event coming up?
Yeah, we got a big... Go ahead, Miss Tessie. Go on and tell about the big event we got coming up.
We have a huge event over at Wet n Wild and all that stuff, so yeah.
Wet n Wild, people!
Wet n Wild, June 24th.
Oh, yeah.
June 24th is going to be from 12 to 5. It's a Be a Buddy, Not a Bully campaign where the kids come in and it's $27. You get to get lunch.
I want to go.
Concert. There's going to be 15 performances. Wow. Then we're going to show the trailer of the cartoon and we're just going to have fun. It's going to be a great day. So you can go to BullyBusters702.org, the website, and all the information is on there.
I like that. We be sliding.
Yeah, boy. I'm going to put on my Speedos and my flip-flops.
Hey, we ain't playing.
I am not going to wear Speedos. You are tall
I'll be going out there with all my clothes on, but I'll still be going down.
I'm trying to get my bikini body ready.
I think my bikini body days
wearing
are long gone.
a bathing shirt.
No, I'm wearing
from the 20s.
The big long shirt and sweatpants.
That's right. Me and Big Keith, we be doing
so
that
hopefully
together.
we'll get to see a lot of you all come out to that one. That'll That'll be a lot of fun.
We got another one?
We have, yes, Kaylani would also like to know, what if the child is in homebound? I'm not quite sure, Kaylani, what your question is here, but we've brought this up before. If you're homeschooling or if you're stuck at home, you can always contact Big Keith and his organization via phone.
BullyBusters702. We have a 24-hour hotline, you guys. 702-292-5023. And also on the website, you can go on the website and stroll down, and you can send us an email that goes straight to us, and we'll get it, and we respond back to you in less than 24 hours. So anything is, and what's so good about most of the kids are homeschooled, like Tessie and a couple, and like Natalia. So they're the ones that I have pretty much talk to them kids, and it's different when you have kids talking to them, because
kids talking to kids.
You know, they talk to grown-ups, they feel like, oh, they can't say nothing, so sometimes I might have to call them so
kids
they
talking
can
to kids.
Kids talking to kids.
Yeah, because a lot of time it's peer pressures that creates bullies. It's also peer pressures that stops them.
So I want to ask just this quick question, just in case Kaylani was mentioning this. So if someone is, let's say, has a disability, how would your guys' program help them out if they were experiencing the same thing?
I just went through that too. With autistic kids that we have, we dealt with a couple of them, and pretty much it's just having that support system. And that's with anything. You got to have that support system. When you have a support system, letting the kids know that you got their back and they're going to be okay, and that's the hardest part. You know, getting kids to trust in you, even their friends. You know, after they've been hurt for so long, it's hard. You know, and it's not easy. It don't happen overnight. You know, Rome wasn't built overnight. You know, and you know, you got to work on it, and you got to stay focused on it, and don't let people knock you down, because every day that you wake up a different day, that's a new day. We don't want to go what happened. What happened yesterday is done. We worry about what's happening today, and hopefully we'll be here tomorrow.
And for some of you kids out there who maybe, okay, you were a bully, you weren't, and you're wanting to change, remember, it took a while to learn to be a bully.
And it's okay.
It takes some learning to unlearn that. And now we're going to talk a little bit about next week.
I hate to stop, because this is amazing, but they'll be back with us again.
Yes, we'll be back again.
Next week, DreamWeavers StarTrax LA, 4 p.m. on WCOBM. Connor Weil, oh, he is a cutie.
I don't know if he's a cutie, but he's going to be here.
From MTV series Scream.
Oh, yeah. My nephew.
So you got to watch. He's a client of ours.
That's my nephew.
And on Thursday, Hazel Payne from A Taste of Honey, Grammy winner, amazing woman. You got to tune in. And hang in there, because we're going to be hanging with BullyBusters702 doing some events. Get down, boogie.
Here we go. Shouldn't have started out singing.
Down, boogie, oogie, oogie. See you, DreamWeavers StarTrackers.
Love you.